Hello there everybody, and welcome back once again to the Joe Nerd's Toy Room, here with another G.I. Joe Retaliation vehicle review. So, we are looking at, this time, the Ninja Commando 4x4. And, I'll give it to Hasbro. It's a simple name, but it ain't too shabby. I can live with it. So there you have the nice, narrow boxes, by the way. I like that. And the nice artwork on the front. It's a very nice painting. I don't know if anybody has pointed that out in their reviews of this vehicle, but the artwork on these packages, on these Retaliation vehicles is really, really nice. And I hope that someday it will be appreciated, because the artwork really is just as nice as the vintage artwork in its own way, I find. So anyway, we'll flip her around, I suppose. Give you a quick look at the back of it. So then it's got the product shot like usual, and with snake eyes. So let's move that on out, and then you can tell right away that this review is going to be a little different. I decided, since it's really not a complex vehicle, I was going to attempt to put it together right on camera. So first of all, let's take a look at the Snake Eyes figure. So let's open the baggie. And yeah. Alright, sorry for the silence. Get this bugger out of here. Okay. So, the Snake Eyes, you know what? I'll say, really though, is that, despite the really bad articulation, it's really nice. It's a very nice design for the figure. I'm going to try to get in closer. And so, and I realize it's all black, so it's going to be a little tough to really zoom in on all of or identify all of the detail, but it's really, really nicely sculpted. And what's really nice is that the jacket, it really has the look of a nice, really thick, leathery jacket. And it really shines. It's very shiny. And it even looks like on the biceps here, I don't think it's going to show up on camera, but it's more of a matte black, more of a flat black. So you've got some mostly gloss black, but you've got some flat black in there too. And I'm sure that, like all of the other vehicle drivers, yeah, you can pop the head off, and I'm sure you can put this head. It's actually a really nice Snake Eyes head mold. I believe it's the same head mold that came with the Zartan figure in the Retaliation line, but you can, I'm sure, pop that on any Snake Eyes figure, or most Snake Eyes figures, and it's probably going to look really cool. Alright, so there's that. We'll put Snake Eyes aside. Now, I've got to get cracking here. So, first off, we'll look at the body of the vehicle. And you can see, I'm sure some of you may be a little disappointed that the Arashikage mark has been tempoed, paint tempoed, right on the body. So it's not a sticker. So I'm sure some of you out there were hoping it were a sticker so you could just not apply it altogether. But no dice. So let's get a better tool here. Alright, let's get this off. Yeah, this is going to be my first attempt at a video like this. It's going to be a little bit different on camera build. So we'll get a little further back so I can really do this right. So with the Snake Eyes figure, we also have the front grille. And it looks like a nice, this is actually a new piece though. I can really tell. I'm 99% sure this is a new to Retaliation piece. And it has a nice winch molded in, along with some lamps here. Alright, and then we've got the sticker sheet and instructions. Don't think I'm going to be needing those instructions. We've, as Joe fans, we've all had an Striker before, I'm pretty sure. And then we've got the standard spring-activated missile launcher, which is actually more like a line with a missile that, yeah, it's kind of more like a missile, but it has like a repelling line on it, or a rewinding line on it, whatever you want to call it. Put that aside. Not really sure if I'm gonna bother with that. We'll see how much time is left. Then you've got another new piece. I really like this. I think this new piece really adds to it. Really anxious to see how that works on it. And let's just set the tires free out of this box. So, yeah, you know, I figured we'd do this just to try it out, see how it works. Not really sure how many or if I'm ever going to do this style of vehicle review again, as I'm finding that it's very hard to do things when you're on camera. You kind of feel pressured and you feel, I gotta get it done really, really quick. I've only got a certain amount of time. Don't want to bore everybody. Anyway, you know how it is. So, oh, you know what? Wow. I'm noticing something else right off the bat here, guys. Man, I wish I would have dug out my... I do have an Striker from the 25th anniversary. Damn, I really should have taken that baby out, because I'm realizing that the tires they have a back on them as well. I don't know if that's standard, if it must be. It must be the way that the Retaliation tires were made, with a front and back. But I could have sworn that the vintage vehicle had hollow tires, whereas like they didn't have a back of the tire. Anyway. Let's take a look at that. So let's put the tires aside, put the roll bar aside, and let's look at the main roll bars, or I guess you could call it like a roll cage. Yeah, it's really nice. And then you've got a sculpted on mirror here. Oh yeah, we've got some foot pegs for the figures to stand on. It's really nice, actually. Really nice. I'm pleasantly surprised. Like, I guess what it is I had my expectations really low on this. So, let's see here how this connects up here. Okay. So these plug in here. And then in the front, we've got these tabs snap into the sides. Okay, and that hooks onto there. Come on. Oh yeah, it's a tight snap, guys. Just be prepared for that. You've got to be a little bit, little forceful and gentle at the same time, you know. Plug those in fully. Yeah, I really, really like this, guys. Already, I'm really, really glad that I decided to pick this up. It's really unique, really different. This new roll cage really adds something to the whole vehicle. Snap on the tires. The wheels all snap in very nicely. Didn't hear there's the nice comforting snap that I wanted to hear. And then the last one. There we go. Yeah. yeah, you know, I am really, really digging this. It's really nice. And then the other piece that I believe is new to the line, I really hope I'm not lying about that, but let's check this out. Whoops. And which way does it go? Ah, okay. So it goes this way. Let's see here. Snaps in like so. Yeah, man, I am digging it. Really, really nice. It doesn't have a hose. There used to be a hose like this little surveillance camera on the front. Of course, there used to be a hose that, yes, on the vintage version, I remember the other end of the hose connected to a little box that was attached to the roll cage. And I see that since we've got a new roll cage, anyway, I'm sure you could think of this as a, yeah, interesting. It just came to mind. This can still be a surveillance camera, but, you know, cameras have come a long way. I don't think too many cameras are having wired power supplies anymore. So it's pretty good. So even with the Arashikage mark right on the front there, it really doesn't take away from me. I'm pretty happy with it. And you've got the foot peg holes on the sides here as well, just like the 25th anniversary. So you could stand figures. And imagine you could get a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with these two in the back. You can, oh, that would be really sharp. Yeah, you could take maybe a few G.I. Joe troopers from the Retaliation line. They would look really cool, probably kneeled down and standing on each of these little back platforms. That would look really damn sharp, I'm sure. So anyway, yeah, guys. I don't really think I'm going to bother with this retractable line gimmick spring action accessory. I'm just gonna stand them up like that and give you a final look. So yeah, that about does it. That's the Retaliation Ninja Commando 4x4, or I guess you could just call it a Retaliation Awe Striker, which I'm sure that within time, throughout time, that's pretty much what this thing is going to be known as. So anyway, guys. Pardon me, hope this review was educational as well. Let yous decide if yous want to plop down the dough for this baby come early next year. That is, if they're not already sold out. They might, you know, some locations might be sold out of these things by now, I'm imagining. But early next year, these things will be plentiful again, and I hope more Joe collectors or more new fans, new kids, new fans, as in kids, will bug their parents to get these so we can get these babies off the shelves and make room for the new future waves. So, with all that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll talk to you all again in the very, very near future. Bye for now.